Hi, chat. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. What's new? What's happening? Hi, Head of Broccoli. Hi, Will Poker. Welcome, So Fluff. Hi, Genre. Hey, JK. I've never had these before, by the way, chat. So, without introduction, obviously, I've spilled into talking about tonight's dinner. We have ingredient challenge night tonight. And the challenge tonight is to use Jimmy Dean's croissant, egg, and cheese sandwiches as an ingredient. Why am I holding the filters? I don't know. And I've never had one of these before. We have any fans of the Jimmy Deans in chat? How they compare to a McMuffin? They're essentially the same thing, but it's with a croissant. Doesn't Burger King do them on croissants? Doesn't Burger King have something like that? Trying to see if it was obvious there's uncooked products in there, not people in chat saying, bite into the frozen center. Are these like Hot Pockets, chat? Are they either, frozen puck in the center or boiling lava hot? I don't know if I'm planning on eating any of them the proper way. I was worried I was going to have to shop around for them. I went to my local Safeway, and they had all sorts of Jimmy Dean stuff, but they didn't have those. They had the, like, bacon version rather than the sausage version. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to... But second place I went to had not only had them, but had them on sale. Thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. Cheers. Delicious hot coffee on my burnt roof of my mouth. Painful, but desired at the same time. Thank you for the follow. So where do we start with this madness tonight? I guess we just gotta jump into it. Like... Not sure which is smaller, these croissants or croissants. If anyone gets that joke, I don't know. Okay, I guess I have to explain my joke. Pillsbury spells croissant wrong on purpose so that they can claim it's theirs. And these things arguably look smaller than Pillsbury croissants. Croissants? Croissant? I don't even know how to properly pronounce how they spell it. Crescent dough. That's what it is. Looks almost like pineapple. Okay, these are probably going to cut separately easier. So we're using all of this together, but we're going to cut them separately just to... I don't cut myself. Or... hopefully don't cut myself. Yeah, it's not far of the White Castle challenge. I don't remember what I did for White Castle. Yeah, I just didn't want to do bread stuffing twice. This would probably be awesome for like a quick and easy breakfast sausage casserole. Especially if you just had a little extra sausage or something laying around. Speaking of extra sausage. So I've diced up the bread from 3 of the first ones here. I'll do this fourth one too. I grabbed an extra sausage out of the freezer. That's more for the dinner part to this. And maybe we will keep 2 of these for me to try. We'll save the other 4 for, we'll save 2 of them for putting in the peppers, and 2 of them will just remain in the freezer for, see what these things are supposed to be like. I probably shouldn't, oh, the other box is in the freezer, I don't have to worry about it. I got 2 pieces of cheese on that one, chat. So relatively large with my chopping on the bread, much finer on the egg, sausage, and cheese. All still going in the same bowl though. Got me feeling like bread stuffing is a cop-out. This is a lot. I shouldn't have done this much for the dessert. Yeah, it's too much for the dessert. We're gonna combine and reduce the amount that I'm doing for the dessert. So I'm gonna cut a couple more of these, the same as I did these first 4, and add them into this mix. I was gonna do the bread slightly smaller for in the peppers, but now it's just all going in together. What? That didn't go through it? Well, that worked. More tore it than... By the way, chat, that's not croissant dough. That's bread. It's got a nice croissant shape, but that's bread. Fake outrage at cheap breakfast sandwiches. It'll be okay for bread stuffing and bread pudding. Then again, I sort of doubt that's solid egg either. Especially these days. I bet you that's an egg product disc. I joked about it on stream the other night because sadly Denny's is closing practically all of their places. No, they're closing a bunch of places, but they're now charging an egg upcharge like Waffle House. No, but McDonald's doesn't use, like... They have a couple of egg products, but... Like, those breakfast places, like Denny's, like, their number one things are, you know, bacon, eggs, and toast. This is what they do, you know, So now we need to split that into two here, because we need some to fill our peppers. You mean it's not already over $1? I'd be surprised if it's not at least over $1 by now. Like, didn't they used to be a $1 menu thing? This is still too much. Oh well. Yeah, JK, they use real egg. But think about how many eggs they use per restaurant compared to a Denny's. Like, Denny's serves eggs with, like, everything they serve. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use for which here. I think this is going to be stuffing, and this is going to be dessert. So we'll get into dessert here now. I know when we did McDonald's hash browns as an ingredient challenge, it cost me a fortune. They charge a fortune for hash browns. There's several things that have been like, just, wow, that's expensive, that were ingredient challenge things. KOC coleslaw, too. It's cabbage and watered down dressing. You're charging me how much?
I'm pretty sure they sell the exact same ones in the stores these days that McDonald's uses too. Like, they're sold in big... I've seen them sold in big bulk, exact same thing, like... something like 30 of them at a time or something like that. I mean, I doubt it's how McDonald's gets them packaged and sent to them, but I bet you it's the same plant. That depends. Like, McDonald's ain't all that great anymore. Like, yeah, they make great food still. Well, no, they don't. They've never made great food. They made great food for the price. But now they're not making great food for the price either. Like, for the prices you're going to pay at fast food, you can go and sit down and have a proper meal these days. And I don't mean, like, do it yourself at home. I mean, like, sit-down casual restaurant is probably going to break out about the same as going fast food. Well, they should be, but the reality is no one's going out at all anymore. And the reason that McDonald's and them are able to get at these prices is because so many people are having things delivered and stuff at higher prices to begin with. And they shifted to a price model where they're gouging people more. Like, they're expecting people to order less, but they're getting more from them from those less orders. I felt that way 5 years ago, Crawldalt. Now, like, deli sandwiches are practically 10. They're 8 plus these days. Like, the day of the $5 footlong is long gone. That's another one. They're charging for, if you get anything that isn't on their, like, standard menu. I haven't been to a Subway in, I don't know, at least a year, 2 years, 3 years. But when I last went, you didn't have, like, preset menus for everything. You could order the old setup. Apparently now they have all, like, pre-designed subs and are upcharging for anything changed. Which is sort of a bummer, because I like that, like, as much as I want to sit here and rag on Subway bread being pastry bread and stuff like that, because it's fun to talk about, among the fast food stuff, I mean, they're among the healthier choices, or at least they have an actual healthy salad option versus here's this clamshell of questionable lettuce from who knows when. Potential to be healthy, yes. It also has the slight potential to be real food, too. Not full of chemicals. Like, Their sauces and everything I expect to be. Their bread I expect it to be. Their meats I don't expect to be really meat. But I would hope the veggies are real veggies. It's my earbud volume here real quick. My mom likes Panera. I don't know that I've ever been in a Panera. I might have once or twice. Like, she might have dragged me into one once. They're one of those ones that tried that free or pay what you think you owe concepts back in the day, too, and that royally failed. That's always like, that's never gonna work. I wonder how Boudin's doing. Like, they expanded into Santa Rosa, into Sonoma County here not too long ago, in the last decade. I wonder how they're doing. Boudin being sort of the, like, corporate name of San Francisco sourdough. Come here, Shell. Keep squirting up over in front of my finger here. Nope, no, I lost it again. Where are you? Got it. You know, I think I need another egg for this one. Hi, Nan Reader. Let's do ginger. Cardamom. Cinnamon. Vanilla. I'm gonna do a sprinkle of allspice. Half and half. Now we need some sugar. I'm sure there's a ridiculous amount of sugar in the bread of this already. But we're adding more. Oh, I didn't realize we were still in the coffee scene. Sorry, chat. This seems sort of dry, and I'm sitting here wondering, like, yeah, all of that's frozen. It's gonna let off moisture. Those apples are all gonna let a bunch of moisture off. So this is probably gonna be fine like this. How they can see me? How? Like, I turn my computers off at night and mine is more than that. Four McDonald's hash browns. They are seriously like $1 or $2 a piece if you order them individually. They are ridiculously expensive for that. Like, unless you're getting them with a meal, don't buy them. They're so expensive. Yeah. For not even a fifth of a potato. $3.75 for maybe a quarter of a potato. Is there anything else I should throw on the top of this, chat? I think we're going with it just as is. Set a 30-minute timer and hope it turns out all right. Sorry if that was painful for anyone. Wishing I had some stock defrosted. Okay, seasoning for the savory side. Lots of onion. Garlic. Even though we're in an ad. Oregano. Oh, I have oregano open already. Thyme. Chili powder. I've tried to be cutesy with keeping these intact and on top. We're not bothering with that tonight. We're doing a little Hannibal Lectering here and stuffing the pepper with itself. Chicken stock.
Do have to make sure and cook this through all the way now that we got raw pork in here, chat. Do understand that I realize that. It's not something I recommend. Probably the safer way to have done this to instruct people how to properly do it would have been to cook the sausage and then throw the sausage in there. I ain't got no time for that. Let's see. This is all soaked up nicely and packing down a bit more. Yeah. Given the choice for me, I'd take French. Like, are they both being done French toast style? Or, because Texas toast just means it's a large, thick slice of bread. Hey, John Ray. That worked out pretty good. These are pretty close. I mean, I had to pack them in a bit, but...
About the only time I'm big on Texas toast is open-faced sandwiches or I wouldn't say French toast. Trying to think. I forgot it right after, like, but anyways, Texas toast is usually just, garlic bread. So either garlic bread and, yeah, it's just too much. So what cheese do we put on top of these, chat? I don't have cheddar. I have 2 types of Gouda. I've got Monterey. Probably have Parmesan. Probably have mozzarella. No, one is aged and one is fresh. Or the original. The OG, the red wax that I got into last night, or last stream's dinner. Are you gonna fit? I don't think it's gonna fit in this direction. Nope. Sorry, crinkly noises. That's just to hold them in place while they're baking, because the pepper's gonna lose a little structural integrity. Don't need a ton just to top them. Chat's like, yes, you do. Yeah, this one I probably shouldn't have around anymore. See, chat, this is how you get rid of your calluses. I was going to go with green peppers tonight, chat. But these were a buck cheaper, actually. It used to be that always the reds were the expensive ones, as I remember it, and now the greens are getting more expensive. Like, greens always had the flavor. You know, the yellow and the oranges and the reds are sweeter. They're maybe prettier for a crudité plate, but the green's where the flavor's at. And we're going to quick get this in the oven because those are going to take a while. We're actually going to have to probably take an AFK here. Alright, these are going in the oven just like that. Down on the bottom. So you got 7 minutes on the bread pudding. Our first check on that, rather. And we've got at least 30 on those peppers. I'm going to put those peppers in there a good 45, I think, plus. Make sure we cook that sausage through. So it's, I think, cleanup time with Jay. There might be more than I can fit in there. We're just going to consolidate. There we go. Got any rabbit fans in chat? Reading saddle and thinking saddle of rabbit, even though you have saddle of lamb and several other things. Maybe I should do a rabbit dinner again sometime. Should I do rabbit for Easter again? This is my oil strainer. Anyone's wondering what this is that I'm cleaning right now. It's a funnel, but it's a funnel that I use specifically for oil and for cleaning my dirty oil. Or straining my dirty oil. Oh, shut up, oven. Putting the bread pudding in for another 10 minutes. Hi, Musco. You missed most of it, unfortunately. Everything's in the oven at this point. We're working with Jimmy Dean croissant, sausage, and egg sandwiches for tonight's ingredient challenge.
And so I have a bread pudding, a sweet bread pudding in the oven. And additionally, I have savory stuffed sweet peppers in the oven. So they're both roasting. The bread pudding I put in for another 10 minutes. I might give it another 5 after this. I just didn't want to go too far with it. And so that's almost ready to come out. The peppers have got at least another 30 minutes after that, so they're going to be cooking for a bit. So I'm just sort of cleaning up and chilling. They mostly got broken down into little bits. I chopped them up into little bits. Like they're stuffing. I was trying to think of some other things I could do along the lines of, like, flattening them. I've done some other things that way, and it's like you can. There's a possibility you can do things with these. Like you could really flatten them and then use them like a tortilla. You know, we could turn them into croissant quesadillas. But sausage desserts are among the finest. Who doesn't want sausage with their dessert? Sort of a quiet night tonight, but then it's been a rather chill night as far as what we're accomplishing. Dinner's where I get 90% of the dishes done during dinner. Top tier. Top tier. It just makes that, you know, the whole, I did this myself, I made this. Just that more appreciative when there isn't also a kitchen to clean up after.
we've all voted in next week's challenge, right? Next week we're either going to have avocado or cotton candy. Now I'm not sure what to do. Well, we got our timer coming up here on our second check on our bread pudding. Maybe we'll pull a bread pudding out here. Uh-oh. Crawdout's sharing clips and Discord. There we go. That's some bread pudding. Well, I was going to use this. Now I'm going to use this. So we got real maple syrup there. And what I was going to do was pour this into a nice little pour. But I think I'm just going to leave it here. about 50% bourbon now. I don't know, can you? I apologize on behalf of my mother. Is there a rule that we break by doing that? Am I gonna get kicked? Are the Maple Police gonna come after me? Can't say that it is, probably, no. And they typically like their own whiskey to begin with, so... Then again, Canadian whiskey is sort of like in that same category as vodka. I don't know why they make it. Like, they're one of those alcohols that are made to be, like, not alcohol. Like, vodka's not supposed to have flavor. It's supposed to be... No, it's like supposed to be like drinking water. Even though water has flavor, but you get what I mean. Canadian whiskey is much the same thing. Is like we're trying to make a whiskey that doesn't... It's just so smooth and buttery that you don't know you're drinking anything. But I can understand Canada not being too happy with the U.S. right now. Like, jackass in the White House. Let's see. We're gonna give this another... Debating if I just try pouring this over the top right now. So there we have that. Glistening with the syrup, and I can smell the bourbon. There's even a little bit left over to pour over when we serve it a little bit. But we got another 22 minutes on the peppers. Let's take a quick look at them and see how they're doing right now. They're looking lovely. They're going to be nice and brown at that point. The cheese is all going to be nice and melty at that point. But I think we're going to take a little bit of an AFK here, chat. You like it, the camera zoomed up a little bit like I did here today while I was doing the dishes, or do you like it back further? Do we like this? Or this? Well, in that case, we're going to leave it like this for now. The zoomed out? Okay. I didn't realize the microphone sat that far off of my chest. It's like it's floating in the air there, chat. The floating microphone. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of an AFK here, chat. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Do I do ads or do I do the infomercial, dude? Which do we want, chat? Old ads? Done deal. See all your lovely faces here in a few.
Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette, presents the Lucille Ball Desiarnaz Show, I Love Lucy. Good evening, and welcome. In a moment, we'll look in on Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, but before we do, may I ask a very personal question? The question is simply this. Do you inhale? Well, I do, and chances are you do too. And because you inhale, you're better off, much better off, smoking Philip Morris. And for good reason. You see, Philip Morris is the one cigarette proved definitely less irritating, definitely milder than any other leading brand. That's why...
And now, from the popular comic strip Peanuts, here are Charlie Brown and his friend.
Why, thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you, Charlie Brown. What's the occasion? Has Charlie Brown had another baby sister?
No. Ford has new economy twins. So he's passing out chocolate cigars to everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
You bet your boots, everyone. 'Cause it's just like they said. We've got something big to celebrate. And here it is, Ford's Economy Twins for 1960. The economy choice of a lifetime. Oh, I'll bet you've never seen a prettier twosome than this. There's the new size Ford, the Falcon. And next to it, the large economy size Ford, the Fairlane 500. You know, the 60 Fords were featured in the recent issue of Vogue magazine. And when you run your eyes over the elegant good looks of this Fairlane 500, it's sure easy to see why Vogue says Ford means a fashion success. And all this all-new beauty is yours for an all-new price. That's right. This roomier, more luxurious Fairlane 500 is actually priced a whopping $142 less than last year. And as for this pretty Falcon over here, well, just wait till you check its price sticker. It's America's lowest priced six-passenger car. In fact, it's priced up to $124 less than the other compact cars. Look 'em over in your Ford dealer showroom. Two new Fords, two wonderful new ways to go the finest. Ford's Economy Twins for 1960.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Rice-A-Roni, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song.
Now tried at home before very long.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and 1 V8 label plus 1 box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kix, or Frostios to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
Folks, why do you eat Wheaties?
We like it.
But did you know it's always been whole wheat with all the bran, and bran is one of nature's best sources of food fiber.
That's news to us.
Wheaties breakfast this morning?
Sure, it helps me feel fit.
But do you know Wheaties has bran fiber your body may need?
That's news to me.
Why Wheaties?
Oh, we love the taste.
I have for years. But do you know for years you've been getting something extra for your diet? Bran fiber?
Well, that's news to me.
Wheaties. It's brand news.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
Here's the newest, most exciting sound in town. It's a General Electric blender that's going around. Completely new from base to lid. Take it apart, see what they did. The non-skid base is the lowest you'll ever see.
The decanter has a 36-ounce blending capacity.
The non-spill lid is really smart. For blending convenience, it comes apart. Add additional ingredients if you will. Look, no splash, see no spill. Put them all together and you know it's true. The General Electric blender is best for you. If you want to know another reason why,
It's only 10 1/2 inches high.
stores easily on the counter or on a shelf. There's 1,000 things you can make yourself.
Make party spreads.
Great cabbage heads. Blend the meatloaf for a family of 8. Make ice-cold drinks you'll appreciate. Now's the time for you to buy the General Electric blender.
Did he say only 10 1/2 inches high?
Call for Philip Morris. Call for Philip
Yes, sir. If you want real entertainment, the best place to find it is in front of a General Electric Black Daylight Big as Life television set. Sports, comedy, drama, news, music. Yes, they're all yours, merely at the turn of a dial. This model has a big 16-inch black rectangular tube that lets you see everything that the camera sees, true to life and as big as life. Sparkling contrast and sharp focus give you pictures of such clarity that you feel you're right there on the scene. The cabinet, designed and constructed by America's leading cabinet makers, fits gracefully into any type of room. Genuine mahogany veneers, hand-rubbed for lasting beauty and durability, are just one example of the painstaking attention to every detail, which makes this cabinet one that you'll be proud to have in your home. The precision engineering and careful assembly techniques used in making this General Electric Black Daylight television set are your assurance of television at its finest. See it in operation at your General Electric dealers tomorrow. And when you see it, well, you'll know that you're seeing the best.
I'm a guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouse Guitar Junior, too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouse Guitar theme song. The Mouse Guitar Junior is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Here's an amazing free offer for everyone who's overweight. Even if you've tried other methods and failed, you can still lose ugly fat fast. Yes, thousands can tell you that calometric control is the only safe, sure, effective way to reduce. Now, this package contains the Wonder 10-Day Diet that gives you 3 delicious meals a day, plus a bedtime snack, even includes a jog for your willpower. Yet you take only 3 calometric tablets a day. And here's the sensational free offer. A 30-day supply of wonderful calometric tablets. A certified $3.50 value when you buy the regular calometric way to weight control. You save $3.50. Now, that's a $7 value for only $3.50. A 50% saving. And how can you get your free bottle of calometric tablets? Well, just send in this calometric box top with your name and address. Your druggist will give you a postage-paid envelope already addressed to the calometric company. Now, don't lose hope. Lose weight. Get calometric reducing formula at your drugstore. Send the box top in the free postage-paid envelope. Get your $3.50 bottle of calometric tablets free. Don't wait. Act now.
Now, at your favorite grocery store, the most amazing food wrap ever developed, Saran Wrap.
Have you tried Saran Wrap? It really is amazing. Saran Wrap is crystal clear plastic. It keeps everything you wrap in plain sight. And look, Saran Wrap clings like magic. It makes a neat package of anything you wrap, without strings or tape or rubber bands. Foods stay fresh far longer and taste better, too, because the flavor is locked in. Now you can prepare sandwiches for picnics and lunch boxes ahead of time and be sure they'll stay fresh and tasty. You see, Saran Wrap is a wonderful time saver as well as a food saver. Prove it in your own kitchen. Buy a roll of Saran Wrap today and you won't be without it again.
Get Saran Wrap at your grocer's. Saran Wrap is a product of the Dow Chemical Company.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cut clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
Everybody needs energy-packed Sunbeam bread. Yes, it's all aboard for fun in the park, but Junior hasn't got energy enough for fun. He'd sure like to ride that horse. Hey, what's this? An energy-packed Sunbeam sandwich. You bet every delicious slice of Sunbeam bread sure does pack a big energy wallop. There's nothing like Sunbeam Energy to help you stay on the beam. Now, look at them go. On Sunbeam Energy, they sure do enjoy life. Everybody needs the kind of real zip and zing pep that delicious Sunbeam bread gives you. Yes, stay on the beam with energy-packed Sunbeam bread. All day long, eat Sunbeam bread and renew energy as you burn it up. Eat delicious Sunbeam bread.
If you've ever been to Venice, you remember the gondolas and the picturesque waterways. And you remember the food, too. Superb food, prepared with that very special Italian touch. The same special Italian touch that Chef Boyardee sauce with meat can give to your meals over here. Because the recipe for this tangy sauce has been brought over from Italy by this famous Italian chef. Chef Boyardee sauce with meat is made from juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes and tender quality beef, simmered in a spicy sauce that makes a rice and cheese loaf, a casserole, or a spaghetti dish a real Italian-style dish. So when you'd like to add that special Italian touch to your dinner, do it with Chef Boyardee sauce with meat. Try Chef Boyardee sauce with mushrooms, too. Both are prepared from the chef's own Italian recipe.
Something new has been added. The General Electric portable mixer now has a drink mixer for delicious shakes and juice drinks in quicker than a shake. An extra attachment at no extra cost. This GE portable mixer weighs less than 3 pounds, yet it's powerful enough to blend the heaviest batter. Also mixes sauces at the range. It has low speed for cookie dough, medium speed for beating frostings, and high speed for whipping egg whites. And look, this handy push button releases the beaters at a touch. And no dangling cord. You can remove the cord so it stores neatly on the wall. Comes in 4 decorator colors. See it at your GE dealers. Does any mixing job anywhere.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
But they are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. Look for the brown dispenser box.
Now are we working? There we go. Hi, chat. So we have our bread pudding from earlier. We're going to put this back over in the stove. It's still toasty on bottom, but handleable at this point. Let's take a look at these peppers. I think it's time to calibrate my thermometer. So, true ice water there. Oops. That's what we wanted. And so now we'll take our handy tool that turns into a wrench. And put the wrench around the nut on the back of this thing. So it's nice and flush. Get that down in the water. And we want to make sure that gets down to 33, 32, 33. And it's close, but not quite there. I'm going to put it right there. Maybe slightly over there. Or under there. Anyways, that way we know that. So when we pull these peppers out, we know we're temping them properly. They certainly look cooked on top, but it's inside that matters for this. And that's rising, but it's not rising fast enough. So those are going to need a little longer in the oven. And put them on top now. No, I haven't had anything to drink tonight. Well, I added some bourbon to the maple syrup that is going on dessert. But I had a Glencairn last night, a bourbon, and so Monday is sort of like my Sunday in my mind. Like, pretty much whether I was at the farmers markets or in restaurants, like Mondays were the day off. And so it's always sort of been the day that I would most likely have off in my life. And so it's always been sort of also a party night. You'll notice most cities will have at least one bar open on Monday nights with an industry night. And you'll have all the restaurant people there. Yeah, it's one of those things where a lot of places are not open on Mondays, surprisingly, even today. And there's some restaurants that are only open Thursday through Sunday. But the vast majority of them, if you're a week-round restaurant, even still, if you're open on Mondays, your business is not what it is on Friday and Saturday. And so it's typically rotation day. No, you don't. They can see me. You don't need it early. not worth it to pay money to get today. I say that, and I know I've been in that position. I've sitting here and whined on stream about me messing up my bank payments so that I didn't have money until the Monday when everything clears at the bank. But banks are getting well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see with what survives and what doesn't, but what we did just have happen with the last president was he signed a thing getting rid of overdraft fees. Awesome. Overdraft fees are stupid. But in turn for that, all the banks then in turn instituted fees on checking accounts that are too small. And so they're adding other fees and stuff like that too, along with that whole thing. And what's probably going to happen is this president is now going to allow them to put the charges back on, but they're going to keep all the other fees. Well, male chickens in general would cost more because it's a limited market and they're selling it. They're raising that chicken specifically to sell it for meat. Typically the males don't make it past chick age. They get killed in the factories before they even... The banks have it both ways. They put them all in the office and they're all supporting them. I don't know how much longer we need to give this, but at least another couple more minutes. Yup. They're the ones actually holding the money. We'll wait and see what's still existing here in another month or two. Like, they're just getting started with the number of people they want to lay off. And the cuts they're asking for with Congress are just enormous. They're not, like, I'm not going full AOC with this, but they're asking a lot more to be cut out there than is reasonably cut out in reasonable ways. we'll see. Yeah. I'm sitting here wondering, yeah. Do I even want to invest in anything right now? Or just go straight cash? And you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's gone from, it was over 100K, and now it's down like 85 or something like that. Tesla's not in a good space anyways. It's entirely been... Like, the valuation of Tesla makes absolutely no sense at all. The only reason that Tesla's valuation makes sense is if you add SpaceX into Tesla, which they are not the same company. Like, the valuation on Tesla is light years beyond any of the other major automakers, which pump out way more cars than them every year. Tesla, in my mind, is essentially in that same sort of space as GameStop. Like, it's a meme stock. It's... People want to believe in this, so... Let's ignore the actual financials. Let's ignore that there's fields of Teslas just sitting there dying because no one's buying them anymore. Let's do another temp on these peppers. Back in the same spot. Nope, still need a little more with that. Hi, Ozzy. We've got bread pudding. We'll do a 5-minute timer on that. It was only about 10 degrees off. I've been playing with functions. Let's see what it pulls up if I do it right now. I know I changed a couple of settings. Let's see if it's a disaster right now. Yeah, that's not looking great right now. We're not going to hype that. We're going to have to fix that by the end of the night. But getting close on some things, chat. I haven't talked much about SprinkleBot or anything like that, but some of it's getting closer. Some of it. Of course, now there's all sorts of new AI stuff, so maybe it'll solve everything for me real quick now. I don't think it will. Did everyone see that there is a Twitch channel being run by Claude now? Sorry to hear that, Heather Broccoli. It is sort of peak anti-pepper season, but anyways, did anyone? I posted an article in the Discord earlier today. Claude, which is one of the major LLMs or AIs out there, just had a major update, and major update. They had an update, and now they're playing a game on Twitch via the LLM is learning how to play the game live on Twitch. I'm going with these peppers as is this time, chat. We'll throw another temp on them just to be. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't know if the FDA is, but I am. I'm gonna leave the scraps in there, but didn't quite get it perfectly clean there. But pretty close. A little crispy on the edges. And then one more drizzle over maple syrup and bourbon concoction. Angled cam. I didn't have the camera on. Sorry, Connor Mac. Welcome in. Happy to see you back after the other night. So we have the Stream Deck, along with our peppers for tonight. Excuse me, got a few hiccups here. And our dessert. Let's give our dessert a try here on stream. Turn the oven off. So we have our croissant sandwiches with your typical bread pudding mixture, whole bunch of spices, bunch of sweet spices in there, and then absolutely smothered and then covered a second time in maple syrup and bourbon. Now, this is pretty tasty. I'm just not sure if it's dessert tasty. That bite was certainly more there. It's treading on the edge between breakfast and dessert. Like, this would be an awesome breakfast casserole, too. And then let's break into these peppers as well. They're starting to let some juices out to clean up what's going on down here. I'm sure that's just going to be more delicious later on. I think I'm gonna straight up just cut that. But which direction do we cut it? I don't want to cut the mic. That was bad planning there. Tried that. No, it's not gonna work. Let's go for you. Looks almost like an orange pepper now. That was a red pepper when we started. So there we have it, chat. There is dinner for tonight's ingredient challenge using Jimmy Dean's Croissant sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches. We have our stuffed peppers with the sandwiches obviously made into the bread stuffing with some chicken stock and a bunch of dry savory spices and herbs. There's some thyme, some oregano, a whole bunch of onion and garlic powder. Really trying to go savory with that. We got a topping of Monterey that mostly crisped up to craziness. I mean, look at how crispy, dark that cheese is on top there. And then we got the bread stuffing, which I explained a little bit earlier. And I've got two sandwiches to try as they're intended to be tried. Which, like I said, chat, I haven't tried these before. So I did tonight's dinner never having tried one of these. I mean, sausage, egg, and cheese, there's some things to be assumed there. I hope you all have an amazing evening. I thank you for joining me tonight. I am going to leave it right here tonight. I shall be back on Friday. Gonna be doing chocolate soufflés on Friday. Believe it's National Chocolate Soufflé Day. I think that's why I'm doing this. But I also thought it's been a while since I've done sort of like a dessert themed dinner night. So why not? And then we've got a couple of theme weeks coming up. We've got Chicken Week coming up. We've got Eggplant Week coming up. But otherwise, I hope you have a great finish to your week. Thank you for joining me tonight. Good night.